In chapter 2719, the Farrell family's internal dynamics are further exposed, focusing on Shiloh's complex relationship with her family and the hidden machinations within the household. The chapter begins with matriarch Farrell instructing Shiloh to take food and drinks to her father Holden upstairs. She hesitates but complies, conscious of her need to maintain an image of filial piety, especially in front of Hayden Queen, whom she seeks to impress. It is well known that matriarch Farrell favors her, the fake daughter, over Catherine, the real daughter. But she understands that any sign of disrespect could ruin her reputation and future prospects. As she prepares to take the food to her father, Erica and Anya exchange glances, signaling an unspoken plan. Liberty notices this interaction, suspecting that the two women are hiding something, but dismisses the idea that they could be plotting against her. She continues to engage in casual conversation with Catherine and Hayden, observing Hayden's polite demeanor and Kevin's considerate gestures towards her. The interaction highlights the supportive nature of Liberty's allies and her strategic position within the ongoing power struggle. Upon reaching Holden's room, Shiloh knocks and calls out to her father, but there is no immediate response. After persistent knocking, Holden finally opens the door, appearing disheveled and heavily intoxicated. The strong smell of alcohol fills the air, and Shiloh, taken aback by her father's state, steps back momentarily. She questions him about his excessive drinking, to which Holden responds with a mix of bitterness and resignation, lamenting his lack of status, power, and wealth within the family. His frustration becomes evident as he stumbles back to the sofa, where Shiloh places the food and drinks on the coffee table. She points out that the wine she brought is superior to what he is currently drinking, but he dismisses her attempt at comfort, emphasizing his perceived insignificance within the Farrell family. His speech reveals deep seated feelings of inadequacy and the belief that he is unworthy of the finer things reserved for more powerful family members. Despite Shiloh's concerns about her father's health, Holden insists on drinking more, filling a glass for Shiloh and urging her to join him. Shiloh protests, noting that she has already had some wine and pointing out the difference in their bottles. His reaction is a mix of self pity and defiance, expressing his resentment towards his subservient role and his family's control over him. He accuses his wife of dominating him and reflects on his life's disappointments, attributing his failures to his inability to assert himself within the family hierarchy. She listens to her father's rant, torn between her duty to care for him and her awareness of the broader family dynamics at play. Her father's outburst exposes the underlying tensions within the Farrell household, where power struggles, favoritism, and personal grievances simmer beneath the surface. His admission of feeling useless and controlled contrasts sharply with the outward image of unity and strength that the Farrell family projects to the outside world. Meanwhile, downstairs, the family banquet continues with Liberty, Catherine, and their guests. The contrast between the seemingly convivial atmosphere at the table and the turmoil upstairs underscores the complexity of the family's internal relationships. Liberty, ever observant, remains wary of potential threats, but also recognizes the strategic value of her allies' presence. Hayden's participation in the dinner, a departure from her usual practice, suggests a deeper level of engagement and support for Liberty's position. As the chapter concludes, the Farrell family's facade of harmony is further cracked by Holden's revelations and Shiloh's conflicted emotions. The power dynamics within the family are laid bare, setting the stage for future confrontations and alliances. Shiloh's actions and decisions in the face of her father's vulnerability highlight her precarious position within the family, where loyalty, ambition, and personal desires intersect in the complex web of relationships.